Hello everyone, going to do a quick unboxing video. I got a large box in the mail the other day, finally having a chance to open it. About a month ago, I placed an order from Baccus for 6mm miniatures. My intent is to build a 6mm army for the 7 Years' War for the Age of Reason war game. The intent is to have it, used in conjunction with the other group that I play with, but at the same time have my own army. So first what we have is Baccus basing system instructions, as well as 6mm flags for Austria and Prussia. Invoice. And let's see what we got. The first thing we pull out is, well, they don't have it labeled, so I'm not entirely sure what it is. SPR6, that looks like these are Prussian Hussars. And here we have Austrian Infantry. These look like Grenzer Infantry. These are Grenzers. Yeah, they look Grenzer-like. Looks like Prussian Jaegers. More Austrian Infantry. Again, more Austrian Infantry. And here's some Prussian artillery. And the nice thing about the artillery is in older packages, the wheels were separate from the carriage, and now it's the carriage tube and wheels are all one single tube, so that'll be really nice. These are Austrian Dragoons. Big pile, I believe these would be Cuirassiers. Disregard, they are like a little bit of mix of everything. I think these are these are Prussian Hussars. And here we have some flocking, or this more units for, these are Prussian Cuirassiers. Prussian, I believe these are Fusiliers. Yep, Prussian Grenadiers and Generals. I think the Generals are just generic. You can paint them up for whatever country you want. Prussian Infantry, Fusiliers. These are the Musketeers. More Austrian Cav. More Generals. These look like Austrian Hussars. Here we have paint for the basing. These look like Austrian, these are probably Hungarian Grenadiers. So I got some Hungarian Grenadiers and Hungarian Fusiliers. Here's a wash, again for basing. This is basically a small fine-grained sand for 6mm basing. These are artillery limbers. They're actually Spanish Secession limbers, but I went ahead and got them and planning on using them for 7 Years of War limbers because they will work. SAU. This is Austrian artillery. More cannon limbers. I got a little squeezy thing for application of the static grass. Although having made the purchases and already started basing some of this stuff, I don't know if I'm actually going to flock, just because the bases I'm putting them on are so small that I don't know if I'll, how it'll look. So I think I just might paint the bases. We'll see. These are the houses. Not sure what model houses they are, but I got some buildings. And there you go. Sorry. Looks like infantry. More 6mm houses. Have to figure out how to paint those up. More buildings. More buildings. My intent was to basically, for those that are aware of how Age of Reason bases all of their units, units are measured as SP and they're equal to 12 castings, even though I'm going to have 24 castings to a unit. But the base game is made for 28mm figures, so you'd have 12 castings on, with 3 castings to a base that's 1.5 inches wide by 1 inch deep. And because Baccus bases theirs to 4 units per strip, I'm going to base mine so that way there are three bases. So they'll be smaller, more buildings. But anyways, the idea I've got enough Prussian and Austrian miniatures to essentially field a 30 SP army, which for a campaign game that I intend to play, that should be more than enough that I would ever need. And then it's also large enough to where if I want to actually fight historical battles, I could scale down the actual battle and have a good representation. But I do believe that's all of the everything inside. So we got a bunch of miniatures, buildings, 6mm buildings, as well as basing material. So that's all of that I have in here. If there's anybody interested in watching me paint these, I'd be happy to make videos of me painting them. Probably not as a tutorial video. I'm just learning how to paint 6mm myself. But if anybody's interested, please leave a comment or like the video. Let me know, for all 5 of you that happen to be watching. Other than that, I'll talk to you guys later.